when warming up for water polo, or for almost any sport for that matter, you want to move. Doesn't have to be fast at the beginning, doesn't have to be complicated movements, but move and gradually increase the intensity and complexity of the movements till you get to your sport speed. This is thoracic spine, anterior posterior glides. Thoracic spine is implicated in many shoulder pain syndromes. Chicken necking, protracting and retracting the neck. All the exercise sizes I chose for this program target typical problem areas in the water polo athlete. Shoulder figure eights, really focusing here on the glenoid humeral joint, the ball and socket portion of your shoulder joint. Figure eights in the front, figure eights on the side, both directions, and of course you'd work both arms. This is scapular camshafts. It's a little bit hard to see in the video, but what I'm doing is I'm moving with my shoulder blades only, going up, going down, going back and forward, then combining those four motions to create circles. Elbows are locked, and there should be very little movement in the arms. Here I'm always shaking off the tension in between exercises. This is elbow circles. Notice the upper arm stays relatively stationary. Again, you go both directions here. Shake off the tension. Working the hands a little bit. Hands are very important in water polo. Doing figure eights, leading with the index finger, then reversing the direction and leading with the pinky finger. Again, always shaking off the tension. This is hip circles. Now I should be probably holding on to something for balance, because as you can see I'm kind of a little bit wobbly, and holding on to something for balance is definitely no problem at all for this exercise. Focus on taking your hip through as big of a range of motion as you can without anything else moving, particularly the lower back. Closed chain knee circles. Start with your knees locked out. Go to the side, out to the front, to the other side, then back to locked, both directions. Feet stay flat on the floor. Now we're into the more integrated movements, increasing the complexity as well as the intensity of the movements that we're performing. That first one was bodyweight squats. Now this is a deadlift or bending pattern, commonly called a Romanian deadlift or RDL in North America. On that one you may feel some nice stretching on the hamstrings. Split squat. Important key point here is to keep your back or your trunk perpendicular to the floor, and do not let your front knee go past your ankle. Very nice for loosening up the hips, particularly your hip flexors. Side to side squats. Wide stance, squat down, hold that position, keep your feet flat, and then you're going to work it side to side. Now this is a whole body tension exercise, a front plank or a prone plank. Focus on tightening not just your abs, but your shoulders, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, everything. 15, 30 seconds tops on that exercise. Bent over tees, a variation of a common rehabilitative shoulder exercise. One of the key points here is to focus on squeezing the shoulder blades at the top position. Nothing else should move except for your shoulders and arms. Again, shaking out the tension. And second last here, some burpees. Again, a little bit more speed, power, and intensity. Try 10 to 15 or in a row or 30 seconds. Finishing off with one of the main problem areas, the thoracic spine. If you have questions, please send me an email or leave a comment.